Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we have a 7th gen 160 gigabyte iPod. The owner says that the iPod has a red X, and they want the battery upgraded to a larger battery. So here we are on that one. So let's see what we have on this thing first. Absolutely nothing. Let's plug it into power. Yep, red X. Okay, well, usually I like to test these things first before I open them up, but we have no choice. All right, let's get into it then. So take your spudger, your opener tool, whatever. Find a spot between the front and the rear case, and just kind of work the case, or work the spudger down to release the clips. And just continue to work your way around, releasing those clips. Shit, my thumb just closed the part that I just opened. I hate when that happens. Annoying. There we go. There we go. Keep going. Work your way around. Stab yourself, though. Very important. Don't stab yourself. There we go. One at the bottom. Okay. So before we address the hard drive situation, let's take care of the battery, and then moving this over to moving the headphone jack over to the other case. So I need tweezers. Holy crap! I forgot my spiel. So for those of you that see me before, you know exactly what I'm going to say next. Once you open this case, you're going to resist the temptation to open this like a book. The reason being is you have the battery cable running right here, and if you open it, not knowing that you can tug against this battery cable here, you can actually rip this battery connector off the motherboard, in which case you need to have some good soldering skills, or you will need to replace the motherboard. In which case you might as well just buy a new other iPod, pretty much. Okay, so the easy way to take this off, or at least for me, take a spudger, hold down on that battery connector, and you can take your fingers, your tweezers, whatever, and then just pull up on that battery. Ow, stabbed myself. Pull up on that battery cable. Now you can open it like a book. Okay. Well, they said that stabbed myself. They said that last time they checked the headphone jack was working, so we'll go with that. Usually I like to test everything before I throw it in, but you know, with the hard drive being dead. Well, you know what? Let me just throw a hard drive in there real quick. Let me see what I got. Actually, I got another 160. Hello. All right, actually, I'm gonna restore this real quick. I'll throw some music on it, and we'll see what kind of condition the headphone jack is in. So I will be right back. Okay, threw some music on it, so let's plug it into power. I'm not even gonna bother to hook the battery back up. Let's test out this headphone jack real quick and just make sure, oops, bump the camera. Make sure nothing else needs to be done. And just be a pain in the butt to move this headphone jack over, just to find out that it's faulty and have to take it back out again. So let's just wait for this thing to load and see what happens. There we go. Oh yeah, headphone jack seems fine. I can just tell from the clicks, but we'll play a little something anyway. Oh yeah. Yep. We're golden. Okay, so now let's transfer this headphone jack to this case. So, come on. Open this up. Let's remove this hard drive. We'll keep this hard drive here because the other one is dead. So, might as well use what we already tried with. Okay, so let's remove. Come on. There we go. Lift that latch. You can use your tweezers, your nail. Just be very careful. It is delicate. Don't go in there like Thor and just rip it off. Use a little finesse. Okay. So now we need to remove this battery. So when you're doing this, you need to be very careful because a lot of times this ribbon cable right here will get stuck to the underside of this battery. on this model, this specific model, the 160s, the 120s, and the 6th gen 80 gigabytes usually, I think, they have adhesive all over the backside of these batteries. So if you just go in here and, you know, try to just dislodge the battery without a care in the world, you can actually tear this this whole switch cable there. So you just want to slowly work it up, a little bit of pressure there, and then grab a spudger, and then you want to just run it along the underside of that battery there, and you want to just free that cable from the underside there, prying ever so slightly. And also something that works well, you know, not everybody has this, so I don't like to do it all the time, but you know, sometimes I'll just throw this on the bed of my 3D printer for 5 minutes or something like that, 3 minutes, and that will loosen the adhesive, and it helps quite a bit actually. Okay, there we go. Old battery. Missed my bucket. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take this little protective plastic piece off and transfer that over. There's one screw, two screw. Okay, dang it, come on. And, okay, stick that guy in there and just kind of hold it like so. Let's get one of these screws on. Probably should have loaded the screw before yeah, oh well. Yeah, it happens. I just felt like it's not going home, you know. Yeah, that's home. That's home. We good. We good. Load this one up. Get that in there. And screw it till that one's home, and we're good. Alrighty. Sorry. Had an itch. Alright, so next we need to remove these 4 screws. Okay, here's the first. And the second. There's a little bit of tape right here. Kind of sometimes it gets stuck in the screw, and most of the time the screw actually ends up staying kind of in place because of the tape. There like that, so that'll just hang out there. So we'll take this next one, if I can get it. There we go. There's that next screw. And then we just have the last one. There we go. Set that aside. Okay, where'd our spudgers go? There they are. Break this loose. I'll use my other one. Where it went though. There we go. Okay. So now we take this, and kind of pulling on the tape there. There you go. All right, so now we are going to use a little bit of this foam piece that comes with the Tarkin iFlash boards. Which I need a pair of scissors. Scissor timbers. Sorry, I know I'm weird. Love South Park. Hopefully somebody out there gets that reference. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just cut a little piece off, and we are going to take this, and since this is not the height, you know, for our headphone jack, we're just going to put this there under the barrel so it has something to rest on when we're putting it in place, because it's kind of a pain in the butt to try to get it to, you know, essentially levitate there. I did it that way for years. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. Okay, so let's get this started. Get those screws in there. Okay, and then get this last one. And in there. Good. And you gotta do the old, oh yeah, it ain't going nowhere. Kind of caught. Come on, cables. Work with me here. Come on, you little butthole. There we go. Okay, so move this up a little bit. We're gonna fit this into this little slot like so. There we go. So that screw is still in there, so we will just do that one first. fell down a little bit. Come on. I don't know, it's like angled down. What the heck is going on here? Let me put this side screw in first. There we go. Now it won't tip on me. There we go. Now she's going home. Perfect. Okay. Sorry. Let's get our battery. There we go. Good. All right. So now, to bend this over this way. These have changed just a little bit how they do these. There we go. All right, so before we get that going, let's throw this hard drive back in here. Get everything else put back the way that it needs to be. Now we're gonna seat this headphone jack cable. Come on, there we go. Close the latch like so. Now we need our handy dandy paperclip tool to lift get this out of here. To lift the battery clip up again. So hold down on the white part. Take your paperclip tool and run it along the back side. When you hear that click, it is up. Now let's close the hard drive. Put that all back in place. Okay, now I'm gonna bend this around like so. Get that seated. Maybe. Okay, now close the latch. There we go. Just bend that down like so, that'll be fine. Let's see what we got. Okay, 2 songs. Let's check the music again. All right. Oh yeah, music is still good. Buttons are still good. So before we close this thing up, the next thing I want to test is I just want to plug it into power. And I just want to verify that the battery actually takes charge. You know, all that stuff is working as it should be. So we will let this hang out like this for a little bit, charge up. And we'll see you in just a second to see where we end up. All right, it's been probably about 2 hours. So let's see where we are at. It is still charging. Well, let's see where we're at. Oh yeah. So the indicator is about full, showing us that everything is working as it should be. So let's get this thing closed up. So I'm gonna get it plugged into headphones first. I'm gonna play some music while I'm closing this, just to make sure everything is working as I close it. I can stop in the, during the process if I need to. Get my headphones in, get some music going, and then I will put on the hold switch. All right, here we go. Okay, hold switch on. Let's get this thing inserted. I usually like to put it under the hold switch cable here. And then we can just kind of move this out. There we go. And then bend this way. Okay. So now before we press everything home, we need to get all this plastic out of here so we don't close that up. Come on. Kind of a tedious thing. Come on. There we go. This side is a little bit better. There we go. Just make sure this side is good now. All right, there we go. We start pushing it home. Now we can put it face down. Get it all home. Music is still playing good. Just make sure nothing got caught. Yep, everything's good. There we go. Okay, make sure all the buttons and everything still work. Play pause, next, previous, hold switch. All right, well, there's another one. Hard drive replaced and battery upgraded. All right, thanks guys for checking this one out. Like, subscribe, drop a comment down below and all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one.